right shirt today.
Yeah, I know, right? It's pretty good. Where we start?
Okay, so apparently you had a key block or lead block on all 6 touchdowns. Is that the rumor?
I guess so. I mean, it's pretty cool when you're a fullback and you play such a role like that where all 6 touchdowns came off of the block that you made. So it's pretty special.
Did you realize that?
I did not know. I didn't know that until Sunday when we went over film. That's what happened. It was pretty cool.
I mean, you watch college football and all the teams around you rarely use a fullback, even have a fullback. I mean, does that make you even more appreciative of the role you have here at ASU?
Oh, most definitely, yeah. I'm very appreciative of just the spot that I play right now as a fullback and how well we use it on our offense. And what's special is it is a key role now. We're able to make plays off of that, and we're able to get things done with a fullback in the backfield.
So as you guys are watching film Sunday, is it one of the coaches that points that out, or do you just realize, like, oh, we just watched this 6 back, I was a part of all of them?
Well, we go over as an offense in our unit meeting, and someone mentioned, I don't know who it was, but someone mentioned that when we had the fullback in, we scored every time. Yeah, so it was pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
Which of the 6 plays stood out to you? Which one did you really?
The first one was awesome because we had that great stop by defense, and then one play we were in the end zone. Chip came right off of my back and was able to make it through. But I think the one that stands out most to me, I believe it was the second touchdown where I kind of came across the line and just kind of sought it out with the linebackers who was going to blitz first, and then picked up the first guy, was able to get a really good hit on him, and then Rashad came right off the back of me. So that one was really cool. When you watch it on the film, you just see their heads snap back, right on contact, and then Rashad makes the break. So it's pretty cool.
You start nudging Coach Hill, like, you know, all 6 times with the fullback we scored.
No, Coach Hill can make up his own mind on how important the role is. And I'm just grateful for the opportunity to be a part of it.
What was it like to play in front of fans and actually score and that feeling that you haven't had in a long time?
It was so much fun. You know, being a year without that and then walking out there last week on Thursday was one of the greatest moments ever. You know, your heart sinks, you have all that nervous anxiety within you. You walk out there, you see the fans, it's just amazing. Amazing.
After hitting like you do out there, how did your body feel the next day when you were?
You know, surprisingly, well, it goes back to that old little saying, you know, if you're not the hammer, you're the nail. So you got to be the hammer on every play. If you kind of hesitate and sit back, you're going to be feeling a lot of pain the next day. But if you stay strong, you are the one that dominates that line of scrimmage. You don't really feel that much pain, you know. You kind of just take advantage of it and hit them as hard as you can.
How do you get in the hammer mentality, specifically like with pregame music and things like that?
For me, I'm a big fan of like the old school screamo, heavy metal stuff. I just kind of put it in my ears and just kind of think, all right, you know, we're going to war. Like, these kids want to beat us, we want to beat them. It's gonna who's gonna have that mindset when the play comes to it. But for me, it's just I feel like I got something to prove. I don't know what it is, but I just feel like there's something for me to prove. And I don't want a kid to think he works harder than me because he can take me on in the hole. And that's kind of my mentality is like, I know I put the work in. I know I put the extra work on the side in the offseason to take control of this game. Yeah.
How important was it for you guys to just immediately establish the run like that in the season opener and just show you could build off of what you guys did there last year?
Oh, it was awesome because we've been installing that a lot in practice. You know, we're going to keep our run game strong. We have the running backs to do it. We got the best running backs in the country, I believe. And what's special is we're able to use our unit with the tight ends, the H-back, the receivers. Everyone's blocking. You know, you watch that game, it's not only the fullbacks, not only the H-back or the tight ends, but we got Johnny making blocks in the end zone for that 2-point play. We got so many kids that are capable of doing it. And with the running backs we have, it's going to be a special year for our run game.
Case with Jaden getting comfortable with his receivers, getting comfortable with Coach Hill's offense, I'm wondering if you guys feel the running game is something your team can lean on.
We can definitely lean on our running game. You know, it's always something that's going to be there. But as the season goes on, it's going to be special to watch Jaden and see what he does with the pass game, his reads, the way he runs the ball. You know, everything's just going to kind of work out when we get the more game time and to see how it all plays together.
Plus, the team start loading up the box to stop the run.
See, that's the plan. We want them to. We want them to load the box up with as many linebackers as you possibly can, bring in everyone, and then we're going to pass right on the side of you. Yep.
I know Zach Hill wasn't the offensive coordinator in the Sun Bowl, but when you had that big reception for like 29 yards, Is that still kind of like sticking to your core, like you want more
Oh, of
opportunities
course.
like that?
I mean, any opportunity with the ball is going to be a great opportunity, you know? And I go back to that mentality is like, if I get that opportunity with the ball in my hands, I'm going to make sure that not one person can take me down, but it's going to take at least two, you know? And that's just the kind of guy I am. But you take every opportunity that you can, you know? If my opportunity is to block, I'm going to take that. If my opportunity is to get the ball, I'm going to take that. So it's fun.
I know after the game we heard sloppy, we heard embarrassing, but when you watched film, I mean, was it really as sloppy and as embarrassing as some people think it is?
You know, there's always things you can improve on in a game. I wouldn't say it was as sloppy or embarrassing as the fans might say, but when we went back and watched film in detail, we were getting our jobs done. You know, all along the ball, both sides, offense, defense, we were doing things that looked good and that we can build on. And that's just what we're going to do every week is we're going to keep building. We set the standard last week with kind of where we are as a team in the run game, in the pass game, and we're going to keep building on that every week.
How does the satisfaction of you throwing a key block on all 6 touchdown runs compare with maybe having run for some of those touchdowns yourself?
Honestly, I'll take the block. Every time I'll take the block. You know, I'm not too much of like the shining guy, you know. I don't want the fame. I just want to be behind the scenes, make things happen. And so just to take the blocks is what I'm going to do, you know. It's special to me. It's more special than scoring the touchdown.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell us about the personality of your tailbacks? You're like the constant in the huddle, and they're kind of in and out. What are their personalities like, and how do y'all work together?
Well, so, you know, you got Rashad. He's the finesse guy. You know, he's got the speed. He's got the finesse. He's going to make the moves. He's going to see the holes that a normal running back wouldn't see. And then when you look to your right, you see Chip. You're like, all right, we got the power. You know, we're going to run guys over. We're going to get things done. We're going to get the first down. And then you get Nagata. He's kind of the best of both. You know, he's got the speed, and he's willing to go in there with his head down and make things happen. So, man, with those three running backs, it's gonna be a fun year.
Who's the best jokes between the three? Who's the best dressed?
Oh man, best dress. Shoot, you know, I gotta give that to Chip. Best jokes is Rashad for sure. He's so funny. And what other question you got?
Best music?
Best music. Man, you know, I spend more time with Chip, and so he's always putting some good things out there. Get me game ready for sure. That's awesome.
What'd you feel like you saw out of, you know, George Hart and Deontay Elliott, a couple of walk-ons there?
Man, George surprised me, man. He was amazing. I'll tell you what, like I didn't recognize that he was back there. You know, I'm making my blocks and I'm seeing the ball getting moved, and I look and it's number 39. I'm like, holy crap, George is making a move here. You know, he's got a lot of talent. He's a very special kid, and it's gonna be really fun to see what he can accomplish this year and this season. You know, with more opportunities comes more shine. You know.
Cool, bud.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.